What's up guys, this is Musick and welcome to my Fender custom guitar. I should probably bring this guitar in. Much better. Now as far as I'm aware, it's been a couple days since I posted to the Musick channel. Okay, maybe more than a couple days. If you're curious to know about what's going on with the Musick channel, stick around to the end of the video because that's when I'll be talking about that. But yeah guys, as I'm sure you can tell, I haven't even begun to unbox this guitar. I haven't even played it yet. This Fender guitar was supposed to be my Christmas present, but I didn't realize that the custom shop takes about a month to actually make it. So yeah, this Fender Stratocaster is pretty much like my late Christmas present. And this video is pretty much going to be broken up into multiple sections. It's going to be me unboxing the guitar and playing it for the first time. But since I pretty much have an unhealthy obsession with playing Ibanez guitars, it's going to take me some time to get adjusted to this one. So I don't want this video to just be my initial impressions. I want to actually get familiar with the guitar so you can see how I kind of progress with adapting to the Fender Stratocaster. So with that being said, let's get this thing unboxed. Since this box can't fit over here, I'm just gonna tear it open like an animal on the ground. Here we go. Rip it open. The lovely sound of styrofoam. I'm done with the box. I got the guitar case, as you can see. It says Fender right there. Absolute duh moment. This is like a really fancy case though. It actually has a locking system right there. Oh god, where's the key? Oh, yeah, it should just open up the first time around though, yep. And here we go, it's time for the reveal. There it is. Oh my god, that looks so clean. I can get a free trial for my ukulele lessons. That one's definitely coming in handy, guys. This thing just looks so good. I'm probably gonna film a million angles of this thing and tell you guys about the specs, since it is a custom guitar. Okay, so here are the specs for my custom Fender Stratocaster. The guitar has an alder body and the color is candy apple red. The neck shape of the guitar is the American original 50s Stratocaster. As I'm sure you can tell, it's a maple neck. The pickguard material is a 3-ply parchment. The plastic part color for the guitar is white. As far as it goes for the pickups, my custom Strat has the pure vintage 59 Strat single coil pickups. It has the vintage tuning machines. The bridge is the American Elite Strat tremolo. And as I'm sure you can tell, the hardware color is chrome. And those are pretty much the specs I chose for my custom Strat. I'm gonna go pick it up so I can check it out. Come here, Stratocaster. All right, let's check this thing out. My first impression of this Strat is that it just looks so clean, man. If you guys don't happen to know my story with guitars, I started playing over 10 years ago. The first guitar I ever wanted actually was a Fender Strat. I ended up getting a Telecaster instead. Big mistake? I'm not exactly sure. But ever since that moment, I knew that I always wanted a Stratocaster and I figured I'd go custom for this one. And even though I haven't even plugged in and played this thing yet, I think I made the right choice. Ultimately, I went with a very classic, simple kind of like style for the guitar as far as it goes for the appearance. And I went with the vintage pickups because I was listening to some YouTube audio tests and I was like, damn, this sounds so good. And that's ultimately why I wanted to get a Stratocaster for the sound. And very soon I'll be doing a sound test. I just wanted to actually get the guitar in my hands and get a feel for it. Let's see if it shipped in tune. Of course not. Like any guitar is gonna do that. I'm not fully plugged in though, but just listen to this. It's gotta get tuned. Much better. One thing I do want to mention is that I do have a different kind of bridge on this Strat. It's the American Elite Strat tremolo, and I don't know how to exactly get the whammy bar in. Please don't take that out of context. I tried twisting it. I'm gonna have to like Google it or something. But for now, I'm not worried about the whammy bar. Let's get into some sound tests. Okay, I put the guitar down even though it's pretty hard to. I've got my initial impressions. The first thing I'd like to say is that this Strat plays so clean, like it is so good. And I think without a doubt the tone is just exceptional. It is very much so the vintage Strat kind of sound. This thing is exactly what I was looking for. But I'm pretty sure since I would classify as an Ibanez fanboy, there are some subtle differences between this and an Ibanez guitar. I think as far as it goes for the accessibility of the scale, it's not too bad. If you're someone just starting out and you're just picking up a Strat, you know, I'm sure it's gonna be great. I will go out on a limb here, and I know it's probably going to upset some people, especially people who are like diehard into Fender. And I'm not saying this purely just to get a rise out of anyone. I don't really care. But in my opinion, over many years of playing a lot of different Ibanez guitars, mostly like the RG, the JS, and the Vi series guitars, the playability on those necks is basically perfection. Again, I just got the guitar. It's my very first time playing it. I'm gonna have to break it in and play it a lot more. Maybe that opinion's gonna change. I don't feel like it's completely likely though. I'm very accustomed to the Ibanez necks. I miss having 24 frets. I'm pretty sure at one point in the sound demo, I was looking for more frets and I ran out. If I'm not mistaken, this Stratocaster has 21 frets, which is a little bit more limiting. And again, I couldn't get the whole whammy bar thing figured out, but I will at some point. It's kind of an Ibanez thing. I feel like I need a whammy bar as a crutch, but it does allow for some more expressive playing when you want to use it. And I was missing that on my first time playing it. But putting some very minor things aside, the guitar is still exceptional. Amazing playability, amazing sound, and I'm excited to keep playing it.
3 weeks later.
All right, guys, I'm here. I'm back to record the first update on the Fender. I first unboxed and I first played the Fender Custom Strat on the 5th of February, and now it's February 25th. Took me 20 days to record the follow-up, but here we are. After playing this thing over the last couple of weeks, there's definitely a lot more differences, a lot more uniqueness that I've noticed in the guitar. I'm not using magic this time, I'm just bringing it over. As I'm sure you guys can clearly see, we got the whammy bar in. I know, I'm such a genius. I literally just had to push it in harder.
That's what she said.
Oh my god, this is not getting any better. But yeah, guys, we got working tremolo. It's a pretty good system. It's obviously quite different to floating trem systems. You know, the range is a little bit more limited. You can still be doing some pretty gnarly dive bombs if you want to, but you can't really yank up as high. And that's because typically with the floating trem systems, there's like a cavity dug out so that way you can actually yank up higher. There's more range. If you're not familiar with that, I'll show you right now. Oh, I'm blind from the yellow. I don't know if I'll be able to stop with the puns, but here's the cavity for this gem guitar. As you can see, you know, you can really yank up high. There's plenty of room to be able to yank this thing up as high as you would like to. To be honest though, when it comes to yanking up really high on the whammy bar, it gets a little like intimidating because, you know, you could break a string, but I just figured out I'd point out the differences between this kind of system and the one that's on the Fender. Another pretty significant difference between this Fender guitar and the gem that I just put away is the lack of locking tuners up here. If you're doing some really crazy stuff with the whammy bar or you're just using it a lot, you'll notice that there are some slight tuning stability issues. To tune up already? Definitely some tuning instability. One more tune up and we're good. Because of all the rapid changes in pitch that gets associated with using a whammy bar, it causes tuning stability to be an issue if there's no locking tuners to keep the strings from like detuning. But to the Stratocaster's benefit, you also don't have to constantly undo the locking tuners and then re-lock them every time you want to make some pretty big tuning adjustments. So I think whether this is a bad thing or a good thing really just comes down to your playstyle and really how aggressively you plan to play your guitar. Aside from that, I'm absolutely loving this Fender custom guitar. It sounds so good and it plays very well. I think as far as it goes for any changes or any adjustments I would make to the guitar, I mean, obviously a restring from the factory strings would be a good idea, and possibly raising the pickups just a little bit to get a little bit more output from this guitar. I've noticed it doesn't have quite as much output as the other ones because they're adjusted, so other than just tweaking a couple of factory adjustments, this thing is awesome. Now let's go shred!
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Something looks different. Yeah, guys, I'm bulk recording a lot of videos today, so I figured why not, you know, I might as well just record the video here. I'm recording a lot of gaming related stuff today, but I figured I'd do my final impressions of the Fender Custom Strat over here. To be fair, I've pretty much said everything that I can say about the Strat up until this point. As far as it goes for the Strat being a custom guitar, it was crafted very beautifully. I think the absolute high point of this Fender Custom Strat is the tone. It's unbeatable. Just that raw vintage Fender Strat sound, it is definitely delivering on that front. And to be fair, the negatives that I have associated with the Strat aren't really negatives, it's just comparisons that I'm making to other guitars I play, which I think would be the comparison of the whammy bar systems, the lack of the locking tuners, which leads to a little bit of tuning instability, and the differences between the two different neck profiles. But other than that, the Strat is amazing. I'm personally very satisfied with the Fender Custom Strat. It offers a very different kind of like sounds compared to all the other guitars I have. So if I'm recording any music or if I'm doing any covers, it can definitely offer a more unique sound. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it for my final impressions on the Fender Custom Strat. Now let's dive into what I'm doing with the Musick channel. I'm pretty sure it was revealed at NAMM this year. Steve-Vai has a brand new signature guitar called the Pia. I'm gonna do my best to not spoil it too much, but that guitar is going to be coming in, I think maybe in April, so I'm definitely planning to make a couple of videos covering that guitar because it is gonna be awesome. And as far as it goes for other content I'm potentially going to make for the Musick channel, you know, I've been considering covers, maybe re-uploading some of my older guitar videos to the channel so that way it's all there. Possibly some more like short meme videos, I don't know. Over the roughly 800 plus days that I haven't uploaded to the Musick channel, I have still been contemplating stuff that I wanted to do for it. At certain points in time, there were definitely some videos I wanted to make for the Musick channel. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, in 2019, I actually did an updated cover of Always With Me, Always With You by Satriani, but I uploaded it to Merc Music. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, even though it has been a very long time since I uploaded to the Musick channel, I still think about it all the time. As you guys may remember, in 2018, I took a break, and it was a break that I ended up taking for a lot longer than I actually had originally anticipated. Between trying to get 4 videos done a week for the main channel, 3 videos a week for Nerd Plays, and a video weekly for Musick, it was way too much. I personally was at a breaking point, and I really needed to step back and reassess how I was going to run these channels. It's definitely something that's taking me a lot of time. You know, it's not easy. It feels like just recently in 2019, I got my main channel back on track by trying to do at least 3 videos a week. As far as it goes for Nerd Plays, you know, I'm still trying to get that back on track, but obviously this channel, the Musick channel, has been the most inactive for like 2+ years. And I'm trying my best to not make this, you know, an overly sad video or anything, but when I came back to the Musick channel and looked at the recent comments on some of the videos that I had uploaded, it is honestly kind of heartbreaking. I've seen comments from people saying that the channel is dead, it had so much potential, but now it's just been abandoned, there's like nothing here. And as much as that really sucks to see, I can completely understand where you guys are coming from. I can completely understand if someone doesn't upload to a channel for 2+ years, it looks like they've abandoned the channel and that it pretty much is dead. But I'm not gonna pretend like that didn't affect me whenever I went back to the channel to see people saying stuff like that. You know, it was very demotivating. It made it that much harder to actually motivate myself to want to make content for the channel and get it going again. So yeah, with that being said, I just want to let you guys know what I plan to do with the Musick channel. I'm not gonna try to overburden myself and overstress myself with trying to have an upload schedule for the Musick channel. If I can get videos out, I will. But I just want you guys to know that the Musick channel was supposed to be like a little side passion project, not this thing that I upload to constantly. And I know YouTube absolutely hates this. The algorithm is geared towards channels that upload very frequently and consistently. But with this Musick channel, I want the content to be good. I'm not gonna rush anything out and I'm not gonna overwork myself. So new videos are gonna happen when they happen. It's really just gonna boil down to me trying harder to actually get new content out. That means brainstorming more ideas, trying to come up with more content I can actually do for the channel, and then most importantly, actually getting the extra time to sit down and record and edit it. But yeah, since I'm not sticking to an upload schedule for the Musick channel, if you want to know when new videos are coming out, just subscribe and turn on notifications and you'll be notified anytime something new is coming out. And with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video covering my Fender Custom Strat. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see some more new videos for the Musick channel, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys later.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.